Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 6th through the 8th, 2024. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle coming out for Capricorn here. So Capricorn, what we have here is back and forth and conflict. So this is, that's the epitome of a conflict, right? When you're going back and forth over and over, like what do I really want out of this situation? Because back and forth is more of an intention. It's like, okay, what are my intentions? You want to make sure that the things that you're doing are not going to cause any more problems or conflict. You're looking at a situation which it may be that you're experiencing a conflict. It's like, what do I really want out of this? Like, what would be the best way to come out of this conflict on top in a way where I'm not being disparaged and we're able to start fresh. There's something about it. Spirit is highlighting partnerships in this and highlighting um, that justice will be served, not necessarily like, and every time anyone talks about justice, karma, it's always due to like bad acts, prior bad acts or something, and it's not necessarily that, but like a justice would mean a balance. Now, especially a partnership, a lot of you may be in. We have the world here over the whole reading. The world oftentimes can speak of elevation or I guess graduation, right? Coming out of out of and a graduation would be more fitting with the Five of Wands here, because Five of Wands oftentimes is like a spiritual challenge to grow. It's usually a conflict to grow and to become successful. We must embrace new. We must expand. So the world would speak of a graduation of some sort. Now, if this is a partnership, you're in a relationship, you have back and forth with Emperor, Empress, Ten of Pentacles, and Six of Swords. You're back and forth about what it would mean to be successful and to leave the baggage of the past in the past and move forward into the future. That it's like, this is the kind of future I want to live. This is the type of life I want to live. This is the way I want to conduct business, or how I want to conduct my relationships, my partnerships from here on out. And so a lot of this is speaking about with this intention of going back and forth, weighing out the options. If we leave this in the past, how are we now to proceed into the future? This is also, they're screaming out a lot about having freedom, that there's really nothing stopping you from having the freedom or the relationship or the partnerships or the type of future that you truly want to have. The path is clear if you want it to be, is how they're really putting it. So it's like, if you want that, and you're trying to elevate or to embrace the enlightenment that you have received in some way, you're not supposed to jump into this saying, I'm trying to prove this to my person or to the people involved, that I don't want to fight anymore, that I have the key to the everything. So they're throwing out here that it's important not to be beating anyone over the head, or like, I have the answer, listen to me, right? I feel disrespected because no one's listening to me, kind of vibe. Because a lot of times, if the emperor is going back and forth, he's trying to decide whether or not he should lay the jackhammer down and say, you're going to respect what I have to say, especially if a key is involved, versus, I know the answer, and I know how to avoid a disaster here. Hear me. If he's going back and forth, he's in that energy, or should he continue to be the silent powerhouse that he truly is? Or even the empress, in that same energy, should she continue to be that nurturing, wise counsel, or should she start being upset about how she's trying to thwart disaster? So they're throwing out here that there's nothing to prove. It's just about doing. They want you to go bigger, or to dream bigger, to dream higher than where you are, which would explain the world, which is pretty much your energy. The world would exclaim out that we're trying to go bigger. We've already mastered this plane. It's time to go to a bigger one, right? I'm even seeing the numbers. Some of you may be seeing 666. And that is not really, of course, there's always negative connotations to everything. That number is truly the angel number of like reflection, right? It's about how when unexpected things come up, it's there to prompt you to feel. It's there to prompt you to say, why do I feel the way that I feel? And then it's also prompting you to say, who am I? right? What if I feel this way? What does that mean about me, right? It's time to, it's like it's calling attention to a need for a mental shift, right? To trust, to shift towards optimism, to shift towards saying, I'm going to dream bigger. I'm not going to sit here and waste my energy trying to prove that I am thinking bigger, that I am dreaming bigger. I'm just going to dream bigger because that's what I want to do. Because I am truly in the energy of saying, I want to be a better person. I want to be, I want to see, explore my feelings, right? Explore how I'm thinking about things and then raise them higher. I want to become, allow my feelings to navigate me into being a better person. I don't know how else to put this, because they're speaking a lot about how expansion is important, but not expansion for the sake of saying I want others to be able to see that I'm expanding. But I'm going to expand for me because that's what's best for my partnerships. If you are not in a union, this would be about saying you want to expand so that you may attract better partnerships, better relationships. If you are in a union, you would want to inspire that in others by just being what you are, instead of going, "Do you see who I am? Are you respecting who I am?" The conflict is in wanting a new beginning versus wanting it to be seen. And so that's what, I want it to be recognized. Hey, everybody, I'm better. And Spirit is wanting you to understand that that is what is stopping you. This is what is holding you back. Because it's almost like a wasted energy. It does cause a lot of conflict, especially for you. It seems as though whenever you are in that energy, if you're trying to prove yourself, it does show up as tyrant energy, tyranny. You know what I mean? And it's not you that's doing it. It's like you're wanting something to be better so much that the intensity of it could cause one to continue to go through the same cycle over and over and not really expand at all, right? But now start searching for validation. And I hope that that makes sense. Okay, so Six of Cups and the Queen of Swords. With professional assistants, these are people from your past or people that you've known for a very long time that are wanting something to stop. They're wanting the past cycles to stop and they want things to move forward. They're now saying, it doesn't matter how you feel. Look at it from a really intellectual standpoint. Look at it for what it is, black and white, no judgment, right? No emotion. We're not going through this going, oh my gosh, that's what we did. And that's what I said. And that's what we, where I was. This is someone who's saying, look at it for what it is. And we want to stop going through a cycle. We want to stop doing, going down memory lane, and every memory, every experience becomes the same thing. We're still saying the same thing. We're still doing the same thing. We're still going against our dreams. This is someone who may be expressing this. This may also be someone who is I won't say they cut their feelings off, but whatever they felt in the past they no longer do. They are now wanting to move forward and to be a higher vibration of whatever it was that you guys were doing. There, and it says that almost like they're a professional at this because they've been going over it over and over and over it, something, and they have now recognized a pattern. So it's caused them to be like considered a professional at a whatever pattern that that you two have gone through together. So peace here with the Star and Five of Pentacles would speak of the intention here. I think it's very difficult because it's like this, right? If you're back and forth in this energy, when you have peace with the Five of Pentacles and the Star, it's important to note that we're not trying to fix ourselves either, and we're not trying to fix other people. This isn't what it's about. It's not about fixing. It's about recognizing. It's about seeing that it's not that there's anything necessarily to heal. It's more so of an energy to say, making your peace with the fact that it's not flaws. It's not that you are lacking in anything. It's about freeing ourselves from the idea that we're lacking anything. It's about freeing ourselves from saying, I've got to prove that I'm good enough, or that I have this, or that I am a very hopeful person. that make your peace with the fact that there's nothing you can do in that energy. That is, it's almost like that's a poverty mindset to say, I'm trying to prove that I am full of hope. I want, that would be like somebody coming in and, like someone's like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that's the type of person I am. That's who I am. And it's like, if you really are that person, you don't have to say so. Like the trends today where people are talking about, oh, a high value man or a high value woman is, if high value man makes this much money and is this tall and does that. Um, there's no such thing. And if you are that type of person, the value of oneself is something that is for you, not to speak on, and it's not about other people feeling that you are in the first place. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter if anyone thinks you're healed. It doesn't matter if they feel that you are worthy of anything. You have to make your peace with the fact that sometimes your healing is not going to be something that other people are going to go, ooh, Capricorn, you're healed. You have to make your peace with this. Not saying that you care about what other people think, but they're highlighting this because partnerships are being held up, they're being delayed, and it's being rendered like repeating the same thing over and over because we're trying to prove to the other one that we are worthy of elevating to the next level. See, I am good. See, I am smart. See, I am over this. I am moving forward. And so Spirit is bringing this up to say that you have the keys. You do, but the key is meant to be for you to unlock the door, and not everybody, I open the door, but just open the door and go into the space that, you know what I mean, because they're saying the path is clear if you want it to be clear. So it's for you to open and go on your path, right? They're saying next year you won't even recognize the way life is for you because things will just be better. And I'm seeing elevation, and I'm seeing you graduating out of a cycle that was a struggle. I'm seeing it for you. This weekend is one of these weekends where they're highlighting partnerships, that things that you do this weekend are going to reverberate or to last, or the changes you make this weekend are going to be seen next year. Next year, you're going to look back and not even recognize where you were or where you are. You're going to be like, I never thought in my wildest dreams I would be here. Start dreaming big now. Start taking in the accountability of your own self now. And by accountability, it's about having faith in your own self and having faith that it doesn't matter if anyone recognizes where you are as a person, that you are doing the work because you're supposed to be, all of us, we're all supposed to be better than we were yesterday. I don't care in what field. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's not like whatever, you don't have to be the best cook, but unless that's something you want to do, unless that's something you find to be valuable, you know, forget the world. I say that because the world is here. I don't think that you are so focused on what everyone thinks. It's just what the cards are saying. The world is here. You've got Juan's energy of saying, look at me. And I don't think that you're like that. I'm just saying that's what it's saying here. And then we even have partnerships where everyone's trying to prove to the other that I am a good person. I am worthy of this. I am worthy of respect. And it's like people do respect you, but you have to respect yourself. Not saying you don't, but anytime we're looking for approval from others, you're giving them that power. I don't respect myself unless they respect me. Who cares what they think? The key to becoming a better partner is trusting inside that you are worthy of something, or you are perfectly imperfect just the way you are, kind of thing. Right. So I'm going to leave that with you. Okay. So optimism, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, another Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, or an Aries. We also have Gemini, and that seems to be it. So you could be a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, dealing with an Aries, Taurus cusp, or a Taurus, Gemini cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.